time and scan these items. Do these items look familiar to you? The ultimate question, do you hold these items in your pantry or your refrigerator? Hi, all my health enthusiasts. Thank you again for following my channel to follow my series on the foods and ingredients to avoid in your diet, as well as the foods, the supplements, and habits to include in your lifestyle to make it much better, healthier, and stronger. All of my discussion comes from countless hours of research with a touch of personal experience. As I am new into this world of content creation and starting to get used to perfecting my craft, I hope you will follow along with me to explore what they would call primary and secondary preventions in the healthcare world. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget that you can click this button right here on the top right corner of your screen when you're watching the video. That way you can either speed up the sound or slow down the sound. So primary prevention is the prevention of a disease from ever occurring. In other words, I'm targeting healthy individuals. Secondary prevention is the prevention for those who already have early stages of a problem. So for example, if you're participating in activities that can jeopardize your health, such as eating the wrong foods, taking not the right amount of supplements, not partaking in enough physical activity, not managing your stress, eventually, these problems can become full-on symptoms and it can scavenge your body. I have already discussed in my previous videos coffees to avoid, the need for higher vitamin D supplementation, how to prepare for hospitalization if yourself, friends, parents, or grandparents were to become admitted, the downside of eating sucralose, a synthetic sugar, and many more. As I become better at what I do to bring you the most up-to-date evidence-based research information and relevant information to your life, please like, comment, and subscribe to share with me your thoughts on how we can make a better lifestyle and a healthier life. So just to let you know, I'm going to be heading to Asia in the next couple of days for approximately 1 month. And I'm hoping to share with you personal experiences from across the world to help you gain insight into others' healthy lifestyles in hopes of influence you to adopt new practices, trash old perspectives, and again, to be the healthiest version of yourself in a time where healthcare is very, very expensive and because life is worth living vibrantly. All right, so let's get started on today's episode. Take your time and scan these items. Do these items look familiar to you? The ultimate question, do you hold these items in your pantry or your refrigerator? So you must be wondering, why am I putting such emphasis on these particular items? And that is because one particular ingredient, sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate is a preservative and it helps food last longer by deterring bacteria and molds. It is often found in soda, fruit juices, jams and jellies, salad dressings, tomato paste, fermented foods, sauces such as soy sauce, bottled lemon juice, cakes and syrups, and many more items. However, here's the kicker. Studies have shown that it is known to cause damage to your DNA, your genetic makeup, disrupt hormones in your body, as well as interfere with fertility. So the most deadly part about sodium benzoate is if the item that is preserving has one ingredient. And guess what that ingredient is? It's actually a healthy ingredient that if we were to take it, it is so healthy for us and it's an antioxidant. But when mixed with sodium benzoate, it causes a cancer agent to form. And that is, drumroll, vitamin C, aka ascorbic acid. So when sodium benzoate is mixed with vitamin C, it turns into a molecule called benzene. And if sodium benzoate and vitamin C gets exposed to heat and light and stored for a long periods of time, the production of benzene is increased drastically. So what's the big deal with benzene? Benzene can make the cells in our body malfunction. For example, it can interfere with red blood cell production,
which means that it will cause our blood levels to be lower than
average, and you will get what they call in medical terminology anemia, low blood levels. Benzene can also harm the immune system, such that it will lower white blood cells. As previously discussed in my coffee video, white blood cells are also called lymphocytes. So when you don't have enough lymphocytes or white blood cells, your body is more prone to getting an infection. Bacteria, viruses, whatever in that category can scavenge your body and take over your body to become its host. Not only that, the Department of Health and Human Services determined that exposure to benzene over long periods of time can cause blood cancer, aka leukemia. So one research conducted by the National Institute of Health with 4 mice determined that the inclusion of sodium benzoate definitely caused their bodies to have low blood, meaning low red blood cells, and also less antioxidants, such that they didn't have these crime-fighting organisms to help the body defend itself against toxins, chemicals, viruses, organisms that the mice's body needs to defend itself from. Not only that, Just by consuming sodium benzoate, these mice formulated a very toxic chemicals in their body called malondialdehyde. This toxic molecule was elevated in their bodies, which would mean that it is much harsher for their livers and their kidneys to have to cycle out this toxin. And again, since they don't have enough antioxidants in their body, they didn't have the right mechanisms to fight off this toxin. So again, it is very important to understand where sodium benzoate is found in food items or drinks. The toxic part about sodium benzoate is just the benzoate in itself, because there's also an ingredient called potassium benzoate. And so when that benzoate reacts with vitamin C, that is where the problem occurs, where the body ends up producing the toxic benzene. So in order to help you guys combat this really harmful ingredients to our body, because there's tons of items on the market in which we wouldn't know if it has sodium benzoate or potassium benzoate, unless you're going to the store and you have to pick up the item and look at the food label yourself. So I came across a website called Environmental Working Group, EWG. And within that website, you can check for items that have sodium benzoate or potassium benzoate. They rate all the food items on a 1 to 10 scale. Scale is based off concerning ingredients, level of nutrients, and the way the product is manufactured. In the scale, nutrition is weighted the most. However, if there are a lot of concerning ingredients, it can have a heavier impact on the overall score. So let me walk you through how I determined on the website if sodium benzoate was in a product.
So first, I went into a mental deep dive. If I knew that sodium benzoate... Stop it.
I know that sodium benzoate is very toxic with vitamin C. I went into a mental deep dive and I thought, okay, what products out there have the most vitamin C content? And so I'm thinking, and then I think, oh, fruits. All fruits have a lot of vitamin C. So fruits was going to be my main focus. Items that have fruit in it and have sodium benzoate. So I go to the website, on the EWG website, and I type in initially, I want to find items with sodium benzoate. Then when all of the items pop up, and there's thousands and thousands and thousands of these items, on the left side of the screen, you will see refined search. In that refined search, I typed in fruits. So I saw the very first item, and that was the Brisk Lemonade Fruit Drink. And yes, indeed, lemons have very high amounts of vitamin C. And on a side tip, whenever I get sick or I feel like I'm going to catch a cold, I squeeze a lemon in some water and drink it to help my body support its antioxidant properties and to hopefully fight off the infection that may be scavenging my body. And secondly, lemon is a great deodorizer. If I need a quick deodorant and I just need to smell more refreshed naturally without chemicals, I will squeeze a little bit of lemon in my hands and just rub it in my armpits because it's a great natural deodorizer. Okay, so back to my discussion. So once I found the item that had sodium benzoate and vitamin C or ascorbic acid, I clicked on the Brisk Lemonade and I scrolled all the way down until I went to the ingredient list to confirm that it did contain benzoate. However, it wasn't sodium benzoate, it was potassium benzoate, which made me conclude there was definitely benzene in this product. And can you imagine how long they leave these soda bottles on the shelves? Is an indefinite time. And imagine the box or during the hot summer months when it's just sitting there and the production of benzene is just multiplying and multiplying and multiplying, and then you drink the benzene lemonade. Okay guys, well I hope this information finds you well, and I hope that it'll be beneficial to you, your friends, and your family. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode of my series.